Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For hire. Indeed.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us bring our contestants right in.
I'll never back here.
Hello.
Hi. You missed a very good story.
Are we streaming?
Oh, yeah. We are now live. So if you have a really fun story, by all means, tell it again.
No thanks.
I actually refuse to play unless Warbunnies tells his plumbing story again.
Oh man, is this like In Control's old McDonald's story?
Yes.
Far more entertaining. Take it away, Warbunnies.
All right. So for those who don't know, Warbunnies is a plumber, not just when he's playing Super Mario Brothers. Come on, hit us.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the audio down. Okay. No, thank you.
All right, that was brilliant. Wow. Thank you. All right.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but it was as exciting listening to it as Warbunnies not telling that story.
Oh,
I would say that is correct.
I've known Warbunnies for a long time, and I will definitely take your word for that. All right, so it's been a fun day. I was doing a reaction video to the BlizzCon opening ceremony earlier. I think at one point there was a bot in the audience, then I banned him, and then I was all alone, so... nice stuff. A lot of focus on the Warcraft story. StarCraft did get mentioned by Phil Spencer, the Xbox
twice.
Gaming CEO. I think just once, but he mentioned that it was important because it was the origins of esports as we know it. They did bring up Warcraft Orcs and Humans a couple times, so... the fact that it's the 30th anniversary of that game next year, and that, I guess, Warcraft Rumble is going to try to pay homage to the humble RTS beginnings of the Warcraft franchise. So, there you go. This is a T-shirt connected to this year's BlizzCon. Zerg Rush energy drink, I guess. So, this is proof that Blizzard does care about StarCraft, because they did sell me this.
Yeah, they do care.
Wait, so that's the only paid content they have now for StarCraft?
They released a couple things that had, like, old pins and things that included, like, Jim Raynor among a bunch of other stuff. But, no, they said no more paid content for StarCraft 2 and StarCraft Remastered, and gag nabbit, they meant it.
But isn't it it's really weird, you know? It's
the
first time It's the first time I ever StarCraft didn't even mentioned once by Blizzard. Like, that's so weird.
No, they had to bring in someone from Microsoft to mention it, but that is why outsourcing is such a good thing.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, it was weird, and another weird thing is honestly, other than Diablo 4, the other Diablo games kind of went unmentioned too, just about. I mean, they did bring them up briefly, but. Definitely not much featured for Diablo 3, Diablo 2 Resurrected, or Diablo Immortal. But I mean, yeah, they did kind of get mentioned, but yeah, they're at a point of transition right now. So all I'm hoping is, Xbox Gaming, they have repeatedly, I mean, from day one when they announced the acquisition, made a point that StarCraft is a pretty important property for them to get a hold of. So it's not gonna it's gonna be a while though.
So what you're saying is my grandson might be able to play StarCraft 3?
Yeah, and from your wheelchair, you are going to be able to kind of hear the sound effects in the background as you squint your eyes and say, "When I was your age, I played something like this."
I played StarCraft, but I didn't pay anything for strong units and all.
See this FSL thing? There's proof. There's me playing StarCraft. And they're like, they didn't have StarCraft back when you were only in your early 40s. You're making that up, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Alright, so FSL. This is one of only 3 matches we've got left in the season. I mean, we've had our share of little scheduling conflicts here and there, and as I was saying yesterday night, 2v2 is all the more complicated, because you got 4 people you got to get online at once instead of just 2. But after this, I'm going to be working very hard to try to actually get a solid schedule for the playoffs. Both of your teams have been doing very well. And that's not just flattery there. And I was watching the replays for your match against Polaris, and boy, you guys were hitting from every direction non-stop. That was
thank you.
That was pretty impressive. And Polaris, they know what they're doing. So memes and dreams. Yeah, you guys feeling ready for this?
Yeah, let's go for it.
You ready to drive off some Reapers? And yeah, this
I'm ready to die.
Okay, well, gotta happen someday.
Okay, fine. I'll drive off 1 Reaper and then die.
Awesome. All right, so everyone's in game. Let us take a quick look at the map selections. We are still up here. The team of Zer, right?
Yeah, Zaire. It's very hard.
Okay,
it's hard to get.
So kind of.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, I try my best. I really do. We've got a guy on our.
You can say the Algerian team if you want.
I could, or actually, I believe before you gave me that name, we were just referring to you as the brothers.
Yeah, that's good. Excellent.
Yeah, but then I realized that Algeria and Pebble are related too, so. We had to differentiate you. But yeah, there is one more map to choose. The first one's to be heavy artillery, and I'm going to queue that up.
Okay.
Greempire and Warbunnies are both in the Twitch chat talking about how good they look on camera, and I'm going to allow that. I'm surprised Matheson hasn't chimed in and let you know what it really thinks of your looks.
Matheson loves greempire. We all do.
Circuits are melting down right now.
Let's see. Here we go. Alright, I am creating the lobby right now. Now we're looking over here. Okay, so Harouz, Lighthood, have you chosen your second selection yet? Right now I'm just seeing heavy artillery.
Yeah, I selected
everything. Then I might have to just go back and load this again.
Yeah, reload, I guess.
Yeah, it's... You see, this is another reason why the last thing I want to do is have to deal with switching the maps. Alright, Warbunnies, if you could queue in too. How about you just tell me what the selections are then, if it's loading for you? Is heavy artillery first?
Yeah, it's first. Do you guys want to play Fields or Reclamation second?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know the maps. I just hate one map and I vetoed it first. And
okay. Oh, that would be the Divide and Conquer one, yes.
I'm happy to play Reclamation second and Fields last, if that works.
So Reclamation second, and if it comes to it, Fields... It's Fields of Death, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Everyone's in here. Let me switch everyone around.
Color should I be?
Pretty one.
Pretty one?
Pretty one.
Pretty in pink. Always. You know, we actually have been getting to more conversations about which players always choose the same color and which ones don't. The most amusing being Gray, who despite his name always chooses orange. Alright, I am going to separate you into different chats, and we will get going. This should be a very competitive map. I know that both of our sides here are have a lot of experienced teams. Good luck. Have fun.
I have one thing to say to warbunnies. I think you should go pink.
Yeah, pink.
You want to go? You want to do it?
I'll go. I'll try to go pink, but I can't. He already took it from me.
Go for it. Go for it.
All right, now go.
There we go.
Okay, go.
All right,
Pink guy.
Brett Hitman Hart style. See you soon.
Yeah.
All right, so although they're not brothers, warbunnies and greempire have been doing a lot of team games, although usually 3v3 and 4v4. Greempire is very familiar with the ins and outs of StarCraft, so I am really, I think we're in for a treat. And for the record, we are missing the banner for Tsar and Greempire's intro, so I'll do what I can. And away we go. In the upper right, we have the green Protoss. He is
harouz.
And his teammate, the Terran in the blue. He is
Lighthood.
Together, they are Zyre, I think. And they just told me how to pronounce it. Oh well. In the left, playing in pink by popular demand, we have the Protoss player of
Warbunnies.
That's me standing next to him. His teammate, the light blue Zerg. He is greempire. And together they are Alright. We're doing this. We have a couple Overlord scouts heading across. And look at this. He might not be making the spawning pool when he said he is, but this is definitely a rush here. Proxy hatchery, and I have definitely witnessed Greempire do this before when I've been on his team in 3v3 and 4v4. We do have a Reaper that's going to be going out. They're going to have to figure out that there's no expansion yet. No hatchery in the natural or the pocket. Alright, Warbun is heading out, possibly for a 4-gate. I do not think the Reaper is going to intercept that. Now, the team of Zare, they have fought off some pretty good rushes before. So a lot of it's going to come down to how quickly they realize what's going on. They see there's absolutely no wall here. He's probably going to want to check the pocket area. Oh, nope, that Reaper's going to be going down, or... Yep, it goes down. Immediately sends another. Lighthood, very skilled with Reapers. He's got 3 of them in production and 3 of them already out. And that's after he already lost one. Where is And this isn't as good. Reapers are not as effective if they get picked off as they come in. We have a Roach Rush right here. A Ravager Rush. So far, yeah, here's Warbunny's proxy. So far, they've got just enough to keep picking these Reapers off as they come. So far, though, no visibility of any of these proxy buildings. So they might be in for a surprise here. And here we go. The Ravagers are moving forward. They are going to try to break down the wall. Alright, one Reaper goes down. We have Stalkers and Zerglings following these Reapers back. Head to head, these Reapers are going to struggle. One Roach goes down. Oh my, in Artosis' name, this is not going to happen. Excellent work keeping that pylon, but all for naught. All of Harouz's buildings are depowered. He is making more by his pylon. That bunker is going to be going down in pretty short order. Oh, nope. No, it won't. It's being repaired, but they can just walk around that. Probes are being moved away from the mineral lines, taking on the offensive. More and more units coming in. And the Reapers are hiding out inside the bunker. Not usually what you want to fill it with. Harouz, once again, completely depowered. The Nexus is the only thing that can make any units right now. Warbunnies does not have any proxies here, so nothing in production. Multitasking isn't his strong suit, but he is very good. Just as a heads up, we have a scroll bar running on the right side for some reason. Okay, I think I know what's going on there. Here. Getting worse and worse. Okay. Alright. So, I mean, all things considered, a pretty good defense there, but that's a lot of damage, particularly to Harouz's production and economy. Yeah, I saw it. I zoomed in a bit. It's all taken care of. Immortal and 2 Adepts moving out. I think the first thing they're going to want to do is find the proxy, and really, all they have to do is follow the creep. Always nice to have things working smoothly, indeed. Thank you, Matheson. I haven't mastered it all, but I'm pretty good. Adept Reaper combo. They can definitely take out a lot of light units fast. I think one of the queens does go down, and I think Ziar might be turning this around pretty quickly. Stalkers get recalled, the rest of the army retreats. Ooh, we have a queen who's kind of tiptoeing its way off to the middle of nowhere here. I expect that Harouz and Lighthood are going to try to counterattack pretty quickly. Warbunnies making a Void Ray. He likes going Stargate. And as you see, they're already at least in the process of transitioning out of all of this. How many workers do we have for Harouz? 23. So yeah, I mean, honestly, not that far behind. Greempire definitely has a worker lead over everyone. I'm sure there were some hearts racing there. They still have quite a bit of creep to clean up. While they're cleaning up, they might stumble upon this proxy gateway. There's a lot you can do on this map. There are golds over here, and there's also these mineral walls at the rims that you can clean up, either attack your opponent or just give yourself more mobility. We've got an Oracle that's heading out here. Where is it? Yep. So we've got to see what damage can do. They're probably going to want to focus on the workers of harouz since he is the furthest behind. And Zerglin's looking around, making sure that no one's taking those hidden bases. Those gold bases, I mean. Alright, let's see how they react. I don't see anything up here to defend. There is a Dark Templar shrine. And hopefully they take note of that once they see it. Here's a Stalker. Oh, warbunnies. Warbunnies, you gotta babysit that Oracle a little bit. He does take out a Stalker, but he could have been taking out workers during that time. Here comes a medevac drop. Handful of Marines along with a couple of Marauders. There's a lot of Stalkers we can take on, though. Oh, and look at that control from Lighthood. Just immediately stutter stepping all over. What do we have over here? Just an Overseer that's checking things out. So, we do have detection from greempire. Warbunnies is probably going to have to rely on Oracles. He does not have a Robo yet, although he does have, I believe he is putting down some cannons here and there. I think I must have missed something here in the main. I think that drop must have originated there and driven some of the probes away. Warbunnies has taken a third. So right now, harouz and Lighthood definitely have a supply lead. Worker-wise as well, so they are definitely solidifying this. If you watch some of the last few matches, Lighthood definitely likes to keep these medevacs available and move them out whenever their opponents, and especially the Observer, are not looking. Here we go, yep. Figured as they clean up creep, they were probably going to stumble upon those proxy buildings. harouz is getting Blink. Low upgrade game all around so far, although we do have +1 attack, air attack from warbunnies. And once again, this expansion is being wiped out. However, in the meantime, greempire being sneaky, taking the gold. And they've also mined out those minerals to give it easy access. So right now we've got a good defense force on the side of Zar. And keeping these this infantry present. Those two medevacs are both very hurt though. But I think the brothers are going to be going on the attack here. And I think their opponents know it. Alright, warbunnies, where are you? Back here without a lot of units. But yeah, they're in the triple digits as far as supply goes, and these Banelings do not have speed. It can be tricky for them to reach the Marines and not accidentally detonate on something armored. Here we go! Excellent biles there. One of the tanks goes down right away. This Archon right at the front, where it should be. Now the team of memes and dreams, yeah, they take out the Archon. They can take advantage of that high ground, and we have another drop, making sure to wipe out that expansion before it starts. Even just those two siege tanks can do a lot to solidify their hold there. We do have quite a few Void Rays. They're going to do very well against the Immortal siege tanks and Stalkers, but they have to move together right now. I wouldn't mind seeing them use that Oracle for Revelation right now. Lighthood's just running away with supply right now. And look at how he just keeps preventing those expansions over and over. Just keeps denying. Void Rays are going to be able to do a lot of work here, but they can only take so much abuse. Oh, and unfortunate rally from that Ravager. Lighthood drop in, taking out the lair. That's brutal. Got a carrier coming out from warbunnies, but that might be too little too late. We're just going to have to see. They're splitting up. The Void Ray is very much going after the armored units here. And they are almost done cleaning up the infantry. There's more coming from the other side. Oh, and look at this carrier. Gets taken down before it really gets going. Lighthood and harouz. Pretty quick to replace supply. There we go. Can he catch them? I don't know if he can. That boost is going to expire before long. And look at that Oracle. Oh, one full medevac goes down along with one empty one. That's going to be a good gain for them. But Lighthood, ready to move again. And always a couple of siege tanks to just support the position. Bruce is going with the Dark Templar Shadow Stride. There's quite a bit of macroing going on here. Lighthood now has a planetary fortress at one of the expansions. And Bruce is sending in the Dark Templar. Look at the Void Rays again. Always attacking in more than one point. And the gold base already being cleaned up there. In the end, I think greempire is just going to run out of money. Ooh. The lead just keeps growing. And we have the GG. Zara managed to survive that initial push, that initial rush. After that, they kept the advantage pretty constantly, just moving from one place to the next. Never gave them a chance to build up again. Alright, let's get ready for map number 2. We are going to be doing Reclamation. So we'll have to see. I think the team of Memes and Dreams are at their best when there's a nice, healthy air army supported by quite a bit of Zerg splash damage. Reclamation LE, I believe? Yep. There's another map called Reclamation that's completely different. Left over from the Heart of the Swarm days. Alright, here we go. Everyone's talking strategy right now. Bruce and Lighthood. Yeah, they're definitely feeling it in their risk. They're happy with themselves. Real question here, is Warbunnies going to play pink again? So far, it's looking like a big yes. Team Azara is ready. Alright, we are going to get going. Yeah, I'd agree. They are pretty even. You know, I think Warbunnies and greempire came very close to winning there. Afterwards, though, I think Zara just managed to transition a little bit more efficiently. Speaking of which, in the upper left, we have the green Protoss. He is
harouz.
And in the left, we have the blue Terran. He is
Lighthood.
Together they are the team known as Zaire. Meanwhile, in the bottom right, we have the pink Protoss. He is
Warbunnies.
and his teammate, once again putting a lot of static in the chat. He is greempire. And together, they are...
Means dream.
I believe you. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past him, but the truth is, greempire likes to say that before every match. greempire going with more standard opening right now. Warbunnies, Gate, then Cyber. And the team of Zare is going to a little bit more trouble walling off. Warbunny's just walling off his own base right now. Now this isn't like Arctic, where you can really divide guys up, but the mains at least have a good amount of space between them, so it is still possible to divide and conquer here if you do a nice rush. But pretty soon, once they got the naturals going, then they can reinforce each other pretty well. Greempire's checking things out. When the wall's up front, there's definitely room to just step forward and check out the mains. And you know he likes to do this. Lighthood really enjoys these Mass Reaper openings. Not necessarily like... He doesn't take it to the point of all ins, but he does like having a handful out there. And he is surprisingly, he's amazingly capable of continuing to macro while he's microing those Reapers around. Last match, their opponents did a pretty good job just taking out the Reapers, one by one. Oh, and look, we got 3 of them pounding on that hatchery. Out of creep range. So if this queen does move out, she's gonna have to be careful not to get separated from creep by too far. Yeah, this is gonna have to be a cancel. You cannot heal a building while it's incomplete. Oh wait, nope. Warbunny's in for the save, but at the same time, Bruce moves in with Adepts, and the results might be the same anyway. The Adepts are shading forward. They do not complete, but they do take out that third. Very mobile force here. Between the Adepts and the Reapers, they can be quite a few places at once. greempire has speed, and they're also fighting on creeps. They have to be very cautious on that. Baneling Nest is being made by greempire. Forged by Warbunnies, that's interesting. I'm assuming that's going to be pretty defensive. Just so he can get some, Oh, look at the surround. Look at greempire go. Still, at the same time, those Reapers are being very slippery. There's a lot of dead Reapers, though. Oh, boing. And at this point, greempire decides to just keep the speedlings moving. He is putting down another hatchery, but harouz is putting out a couple of oracles. There are, takes them right back home to deal with the Zerglings. There were stalkers ready to go. No depowering here. He did have a second pylon. Look at the Zerglings just flood in, surrounding Lighthood's production. And one of the oracles having to just go home the long way. Surround on those Marines. Now all this time, Warbunnies is getting his fleet going. He already has 1 Void Rain production. A Hellion being made from Lighthood. The Zerglings are in the workers. They're pretty hurt, so they can just be surrounded. More and more Zerglings. This is kind of giving him a piece of his own medicine. Oh, that wasn't even Bruce's oracle. That was Warbunny's. Excellent job. That was a lot of death and destruction. 7 probes killed. And the cleanup just has to go on and on. During that, extra units were forced out. They had to replace some structures. And right now, the team of Memes and Dreams does have a supply lead, and a little bit of attack advantage too, even. Greempire already making a 4th. And just a few speedlings patrolling around at this point. Warbunnies defending the ramps, and here come the oracles. To even things out, harouz is going to have to try to get something done here. But already there's a queen pecking away at them. And a void ray. Oracles are considered armored these days, so taken out. Excellent defense from Warbunnies. So there's been a lot of action already. We have 3 Hellions in the medevac heading towards the base of greempire. I don't think we're going to have a lot of dull moments in this match, I gotta say.
Go, go, go!
I think greempire did see that medevac. Oh, and here's an oracle, although there is a shield battery ready to help out. Void Rays and Stalkers ready to intercept this medevac. Stalkers move out a full, well, not quite full, but a medevac with 3 Hellions in it goes down. So this match, it was very much Memes and Dreams time to defend. And they've done an excellent job. There's really good communication between them. Here's Lighthood, behind but not too far behind. They are taking more bases, but you see quite a bit of purple on the map already on behalf of greempire. Not to mention a Zerglian, not sure whether it saw the army advancing or not. Yeah, this is quite a force heading over here. Stalkers and Marine medevac. They're working at just sniping this hatchery. And they get it. Immediately blinking out. Nothing lost there, just some stim packs to heal from. Greempire is making a spire. He lost an overlord there too, so he's going to have to get unsupply blocked. I don't think he lost much in the way of workers, though. And a lot of upgrades going on. Void Ray speed, air attack, ranged and armor for greempire. And then attack and armor. Oh, okay, a handful of Zerglians. They're not going to get much done, but I think the real point is just making sure they can see what's coming. Speaking of what's coming, here comes a big stalker ball that sniped another hatchery. Greempire's going to have to be careful that the economy side of this doesn't run away from him. He's definitely going to need some defenses. Changeling's crawling along. See, just Marines. Nothing to worry about. This time ready to defend. Got fast Banelins rolling along. And look at this. Just kind of sneaking some hits in. Oh, we got a good surround. Killed quite a few Marines already. But again, look at the sniping. And on the other side, Warbunnies having to defend Greempire's expansion before it's even done. And I think that's going to be the strategy here. Team of Zera will keep just popping in and trying to eliminate bases. And don't expect them to stop. Vikings and armory in production, and they're opening up another avenue of attacks. There's even more directions that have to be defended from. Warbunnies with a gateway and Stargate army. There for the reinforcements. I would say they're going to have to put some defensive structures down. Oh, but look at this. Look at this. Look at this. There is a Nidus network in production. And Greempire, yeah, he's already got some changelings, but they're going to expire soon. They're coming in, sniping another hatchery. And each time, the majority of the units have just managed to sneak away. Got a medevac drop going into Greenpire's base. Infestation pit almost complete. Greempire very much knows what's up. He's got a good number of Ling Bane ready to protect that. The thing is, especially in team maps, you can get spread thinner and thinner. There is so much area to protect in these team maps. Harouz is getting a robotic support bay and +3 attack. I think that's what, +2 armor? Yep. Greempire just spilling around, and look at none of the action is ever contained in just one area here. The team of memes and dreams is just constantly having to divide up to defend everything. And here's that drop, here's that drop. There are Zerglings ready to meet them. But unless they all attack at once, there's only so much you can do against that many Marines. 7 of the 8 do manage to escape, and here comes that Stalker Ball yet again. Those Stalkers just hate that location for hatcheries. However, Greempire is expanding to other directions as well. Warp Prism speed, or is that Observer speed? Being researched from Harouz. And air attacks being researched from Greempire. Now, Queen's very much ready to meet that medevac. How are we doing? Warbunnies almost maxed out, and Warbunnies is very dangerous when maxed out. Look at those carriers, but we got a bit of lag going on here. I guess it's lighthood. Oh, okay, we're alright, we're alright. How many carriers we got? We got 10 carriers with 2 void rays. That's an intimidating amount, and I don't know how much okay, 16 Vikings, that's gonna count for something. Oh, and here's Greempire showing that he can kill economies too. Baneling roll by there. Too late to see how much was killed. Okay. It was quite a bit. How many Stalkers? 59 Stalkers. So, they're gonna wanna work together here. There need to be some lurkers and banelings hitting at the same time. Warbunnies is going to want to take advantage of terrain. Oh, and here we go. Zerglings and banelings flooding in. Excellent hits. Meanwhile, not much from the Zerg side to deal with the Vikings, but still. And there go the Blink Stalkers. Ooh, we're having a little bit of lag again. Yeah, I think Lighthood and Harouz are playing from the same house. And look at this tactic, just sending the Banelings to slow the Stalkers down, absorb shots from them. Quite a few Roaches here too, and even some Stalkers, but they are backing them up. There is a shield battery, but quickly runs out of energy. Attacks going all over the place here. And here come, well, just a few Vikings to reinforce. Lighthood is this one location. Lighthood just won't leave that location alone. Here we go. Roaches and Zealots heading up front to keep the pressure off the carriers. And I know people say there isn't a lot of micro involved with carriers, but Warbunnies is really skilled when it comes to knowing how far along to move them, when to back them up again, and how to take advantage of the terrain. Harouz and Lighthood are on the back foot. They're in the 60s as far as supply goes, whereas Warbunnies 173, Greempire 182. I think they've just evened the score out. Oh, speaking of which, completely forgot to update the score in this readout here, sorry. Alright. GG. excellent match. Memes and Dreams weathering the storm there. Alright. Everyone's breathing pretty heavily. That was by no means a close game. There was a lot that Memes and Dreams had to survive, including hatchery snipe after hatchery snipe after hatchery snipe. But we are going to be going to Game 3, and it will be on Fields of Death. An even bigger map with, I'd say, more avenues of attack and gold bases everywhere. So, if they're going to get creative, this is probably the map to do it on. Oh boy. That match really got my adrenaline rushing. I just can't wait to see who pulls through on this. This map, a match between teams like this on this map should be absolutely insane. We might get a really aggressive game from the get-go, or we might have quite a bit of just mining up on gold minerals. So... Look, you can see if there's a lot of nerves going here. And a lot of laughter, too. And here we go. In the upper right, we have the yellow Protoss. And he is...
Harouz.
And his teammates, the Orange Terran. He is
Lighthood.
And together they are Zaire. Their opponents, the Purple Zerg. He is Greempire. And his teammate, the Protoss in the pink. He is
Warbunnies.
Those are the StarCraft 2 and Brood War strategy guides in the picture, by the way. And together, they are
Memes, Dreams.
Alright, we have Harouz with a probe that I think might actually... No, does not quite get the kill there. And, oh, there... Okay, oh boy. He does it! That is one less drone. The probe dies for it, but he did get a drone kill. Not something you always see. And where is this SCV going? I guess he's going to expand forward, whereas his teammate expanded back into the pocket area. The naturals are pretty vulnerable. There's a very wide ramp here, and an additional area you can attack from if you take down the rocks. But in general, no matter where you take your expansions, there are a lot of directions you can attack from, especially from air, or, as we saw a little while ago, even warp-ins. A pylon here can reach that area. Reaper going across, no surprise there. Although it looks like Lighthood is just going with one Reaper this time before getting the Marines out. Couple of Zerglings chasing it off a little bit. Oh, but here's the Stalker. Reaper Grenade does not hit anything. Oh, excellent. Greempire manages to save a drone, by turning it into a extractor momentarily. Warbunnies going with Stargate. Where is this? Oh. So bunker at the natural, but right next to the command center instead of the ramp. And the Reaper, always quick to heal. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a cough this week. Queen gets back onto creep pretty quickly. And here come the Zerglings to surround, and the Reaper goes down. So, getting the Stargate out from lighthood. Blink, already, say about a third of the way done for harouz. Void Ray coming out for Warbunnies. And greempire has taken a third base already. Is that, yeah. Warbunny's taking both the pockets, whereas greempire takes both the forward bases. And what do we have over here? The Zerglings? Alright, they get chased away. They do have speed. And they will check to see if their opponent has the gold yet. No one's taken the golds just yet. There is golds all the way across the map, and then a couple in the corners here, too. And Zelnaga watchtowers. Don't underestimate those. And don't F2 away from them either. Marines and a tank from lighthood. What do we have? Evolution chamber. Stem, just a little ways along with research. Lighthood is taking his third base. And I think these stalkers are going to want to see if they can catch anything. If you want a map where there's going to be a lot of hatchery sniping, not to mention overlord sniping, this is going to be it. Alright, not a huge force, not too committed, but they're going to step onto the creep and see what they can get done. Quite a few Zerglings, total of 25 Zerglings, are ready to try to trap everything as they come in. Siege tanks put down their support feet. Oh, defensive blink, very, very quick to it. Oh, this Void Ray, is it going to get away? It gets away before taking any hull damage. And then we have these Zerglings ready to... I don't know if they're going to try to hit the enemy base or just come around from behind. They are going in. Unfortunately, a lot of army being produced already. But straight into the main, going straight for Lighthood's workers. And harouz recalls. Where did he recall to? Ooh, I think he might have recalled to the wrong base. Still, they're going to be able to come in and help pretty quickly. Warbunny is moving forward. He loses some stalkers right away. And the Void Ray is focusing on the Marines instead of the siege tanks right now. Although, ooh, does manage to hurt the medevac quite a bit. The Zerglings have been cleaned up. But there are more to be had there. They are going to try to surround these tanks. One tank goes down, second tank goes down. Very good catch from greempire. Got a couple more Void Rays being produced on behalf of Warbunnies, and the Zerglings checking, seeing if they can catch any bases that are a bit far away. And we have, is this going to be the lair or the hive? I can't tell. I guess it's going to be the lair, because it's a hatchery now. And the Zerglings are nibbling their way through a nice shortcut to the enemy of naturals. Greempire has a nice creep highway already almost halfway across the map. And here we go. The rocks are down and the Zerglings flood in again. Greempire once again handling a lot of the early game aggression while Warbunnies builds up his fleet. He does have the fleet beacon about 2/3 of the way done. And I think he's going to take the Nexus down. He takes the Nexus down. Zerglings move ahead. I think Greempire's strategy here is, once he's done doing damage, to just focus on getting as much intel as he can. Baneling Nest almost complete, and we've got Ravagers being morphed as well. Lighthood heading out to join his brother at the front. And once again, boldly stepping on, well, the border of the creep anyway. And I think Lighthood, well, I don't think he's decided whether to pick up and drop. Oh, look at that. Bile's going down. Bile's going down. They blink away, but a little bit too late. Stim manages to get some damage done on the Void Rays. The tanks are sieged on the low ground and scanning to get a look. Manages to take out a creep tumor at least, and we've got a couple of observers keeping an eye on things here. Oh, what is that called? Tectonic destabilizers are being researched by warbunnies. He is bringing Tempest out, and it looks like he wants to be able to take out structures quickly, should he need to. We have the gold bases attempting to be taken, but I think Harouz's Stalkers might have something to say about that. And here comes Zealot, Void Ray, Lingroach Ravager. Oh, with some Valiants too. I think he mostly got his own units with those Biles. Sometimes that's what happens. The Void Rays chasing away the Medivacs. Zerglin's working on surrounding the Stalkers. I think Memes and Dreams has definitely gotten a lot more done in this match than their opponents have. Medivacs boost away, and there are two different ramps they can go up right now. Void Rays doing their work against those Stalkers, and Tempests are in... Oh, it was Bruce who was researching the Tempest, the tectonic destabilizers. Okay. I'm working on that, okay? But still, yeah, they're being driven back by quite a bit. The Void Rays can do a lot of damage, but they're outnumbered. And right now, the anti-air from Greempire is pretty much non-existent, just relying on the Ravagers. Zealots coming in, though, and this is just constant damage they're doing on their enemy's side of the map. Oh, Carrier went down right away. Tempests do a lot more damage against air units, particularly massive air units. And I think the damage is just getting out of control. Harouz at 70 supply, Lighthood at 50. And even though they might be a bit lacking in anti-air, these Zerglians and these Zealots can just go and do damage wherever they want. Tempest not as efficient against light units. It's Carrier going back home. Greempire is getting a Spire out, so before too much longer he'll be able to create Corruptors. Create Corruptors. Morph Corruptors? Let's say Morph Corruptors, okay? Spawn Corruptors? Something. And Memes and Dreams has this. Sure, they don't have an answer for the Tempest yet, but the damage is just getting insurmountable. Lighthood down to 24 supply, 23. And pretty much, these Tempests are all they've got. Before long, there's going to be some Void Rays and some Corruptors that can take care of these in short order. The team of Memes and Dreams going ahead, just taking some more gold bases. Oh, now their Nexus goes down. And I think on this one, the team of Zer was just never able to get a good offense going. It's like every time they stepped on creep, not only didn't they manage to get damage going at the bases, but the team of Memes and Dreams each time was able to chase down a pretty good number of the army. Warbunnies and Greempire are not as high supply as you might think, but either one of them has more supply than both their opponents combined. Ugh, poor Zealot. You know the reason they flash blue like that is because their body is getting warped back to Protoss Command to see if they can heal them, or, you know, at least recover the body. I think it's implied that they haven't also had... Oh, man. Look at that. Tempest having to be recalled in order to take care of the Zerglings, and once again doesn't recall to quite the Nexus that was under attack at that time. He does have Zealots that are cleaning up already. They're finding themselves in worse and worse condition right now. Air upgrades and ground upgrades are being researched for both warbunnies and greempire. And more expansions going on. That's one of the things. When you got the lead, economically, you just keep solidifying it. Kind of surprised that greempire hasn't saturated that gold more, but he's been pretty busy. And look at this. The queen's just going out, laying the creep down, then backing off again. I think some of them might be sniped for their troubles. Let's see. Oh, is there a observer there? Where is the detection? Oh, I see. Those ones just weren't completed yet. Creep tumors do not become invisible until they're all done. So, I think they realize that it's kind of... It's either attack or just wait. But these are right-clicked ahead. They're just flying blindly and being attacked. They finally do turn around and get some hits in, but few of them have already been killed. And meanwhile, warbunnies, multiple carriers, and multiple taps. I think that's going to be it. Memes and dreams. Guess the victory. Wow. Whew, that was exhausting. Alright.
Hey.
3 maps, each one crazier than the last.
I didn't hear that. What?
Oh, I was just saying, those maps just kept getting crazier each time.
Oh yeah,
First map, a very dedicated proxy attack on behalf of Memes and Dreams.
Yeah.
Zara, you did a great job surviving that and then turning it around completely.
We should have kept pushing.
Yeah,
yeah, I guess.
That might have been the trick. Either that or transitioned earlier, one or the other. But yeah, second map was that was the real, that was, I think, one of the best 2v2 games I've seen in FSL. The constant hatchery sniping.
Yeah.
But then the team of Memes and Dreams managing to build up anyway until there was just this golden armada supported by a pretty good number of ground units, and you were able to just plow forward. And then third game...
armies.
Yeah, I guess I thought that if I snipe a lot of them of their nexuses and hatcheries, I'll win eventually. But I didn't snipe any nexus, so yeah, the purpose kept developing a lot of.
It's one of the weird things about team games. Sometimes, you know, what we like to say with Minnesota Barcraft is sometimes one player has to be the sponge. They have to spend pretty much the entire map just getting brutalized more and more so that one or more of their teammates can just build up during that time. Third game, I think Memes and Dreams just managed to do a really great job defending and punishing any aggression that was sent their way, and then just gradually pushing further and further in.
Yeah, I think the Tempest transition was wrong, was bad. It wasn't. I don't know.
It wasn't bad. Gree noticed it and was like, "Oh, he's transitioning." And once you're transitioning, if you're in the middle of it, it's not good to be caught. Then there's
that, and although I think it was a double-edged thing. Memes and Dreams did not really have anything to counter Tempest, but at the same time, Tempests just aren't quick to clean up a lot of Zealots and Zerglings, so...
Yeah, especially Zerglings, because you have to target each one of them, and they just hit the same one, all of them.
There's a lot of room for overkill with Tempests, and they're so slow to fire again.
Yeah. Ultralisks are the same way, where it's like, I have an invincible army, but the Ultralisk can kill me anyway, even if they can't shoot up.
Tempests are pretty nice against Ultralisks, at least.
No, they don't catch them. They get one shot, and then the Ultralisks are gone.
Difference, huh? Yeah. Tempests, they react faster now. They accelerate and decelerate faster, but as far as making their way across the map, it can still be tricky. And one thing I noticed, there were a handful of times where you recalled defensively, but the guys ended up going to the wrong nexus, and that's a very easy mistake.
No, it wasn't like that. It was because the Nexus didn't have the energy, so I had to recall in the
Oh,
other
I
one.
see.
I didn't have any choice.
Okay,
So I had
makes
to do
sense
it.
there.
Yeah.
But
The Terran, that's Lighthood, right? Is
oh
the
yeah,
Terran-
Lighthood's the Reaper.
He is so slippery and hard to catch. His micro is so good. Even with a army that I'm like, well, I should be able to crush this. He's getting to the point where there's a skill level where I can't catch a Terran army, and he's getting there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Reaper control is something that I've really noticed every time. And whereas there was an earlier match where the Reapers just kind of were all over the place. I guess the middle match, the Reapers were really able to snowball, but some of those others, they were just getting picked off like 1 or 2 at a time, which is how you gotta do it. If they escape, they heal, and then they attack again.
I stayed a lot that I because about Zerglings, so
Yep.
I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
guess I get a lot of value from them, the Reapers.
Absolutely. I don't think anyone has anything to be ashamed of there, and I bet you're all going to need a breather after that.
Yes.
Okay.
I enjoyed them really. It was maybe the best 2v2 games
I would love to see you guys play again, and playoffs are coming up.
Yeah, maybe we will play again. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreams and dreams. All right, so we're gonna actually be cutting the stream for a little while because it'll be a little bit before Frieden is available. So just stay tuned, and we'll be doing a little bit more broadcasting very soon.
Thanks. Good games, you guys.
All
That was
right.
excellently
Yeah,
played.
GG.
Rocket.
Good day. Good luck.